Well, hey, y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess, and I'm so glad to be with you on this nice, frigid January morning. I see Alfonso Cinematol in the house, and they are they've been hit hard with snow and under a blizzard warning, so we will be praying for Alfonso and those that are dealing with these frigid temperatures and blizzard conditions. Hello, Kevin from Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow. Welcome in, my friend. I'm so glad that you're here. We will be praying for Alfonso because of blizzard condition. I'm just writing that down so I won't lose it. Hey, Bad Stang. Bad Stang. I'm not going to say the whole thing. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope I'm not going to disappoint y'all today because I'm flying by the seat of my pants today, y'all. I really do not have a whole lot planned out like I normally do, so y'all have to forgive me, but we will be having an open panel here in a very short amount of time, and I encourage anybody that I recognize to come up on panel and we can chat. We will probably be talking about gardening and things like that, but it may be other things as well. So y'all be ready. And I am doing 3 open collaboration challenges for the entire year of 2024. And I want everybody to get on board with that. And I think that y'all will find this really exciting and fun. Bad Stang says, I've been in the bushes during your lives listening. Work has been kicking. Okay. I understand that. Work has to come first, but I do understand that. My husband's been out in these frigid temperatures, and he came home yesterday ready for a hot meal. And I was so glad that I cooked a big meal for him because he was very, very hungry. So I hope everybody is hearing me well today. We had some tough winds yesterday come through, and I wasn't sure that I was going to have internet service or power today. We did have our power hit us once. It flickered on us, and I was in the middle of cooking supper, and I was like, oh, Lord, I'm not going to have to call my husband to bring home dinner. But it came back on, thankfully. The last few times here within the last 2 weeks, we've had power outages, just short term, and then it would come back on. So, y'all, it is what it is. Hey, Makeup Mom and Son, so glad that you're here. Get your name written down. And Fair Bricks Studio, welcome in. I think I remember seeing you on Kevin's channel. So I appreciate y'all coming in. Now, I do still have a tickle in my throat, so y'all forgive me if I'm over here sipping on the water and sucking on cough drops. My throat is feeling better, so hopefully this, whatever this was mild and is going away. And I hope I'm not going to be sneezing now. Oh, my goodness. So, last week we had in the house, and of course it's going to start when I start talking. We had Rudy Arajeta, Alfonso Cimental, Broken Hearts Ministry Gail, Christy Betts, the Bud Files, Scratch and Pete PA, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Excuse me, y'all. I think my heat just came on too, and that doesn't help me any. Hey, Helena. Welcome in. That's Helena M. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, the weather has been kind of weird here lately, hadn't it, Bad Stang? Smoky Mountain Blast, Life in the Piedmont, Deb Somerville, Jake Hudson, Blackberry Rock Homestead, Jamie's Country Living, Kevin with Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow, Wilma 24, her name is Dee Dee, Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Fairbrick Studio was here. My daughter April showed up. Katie's Kitchen, Gail Southern Living, April Showers Network, Storyteller Donnie, Rita's Roost, Mona Did What, and Stanton was in the house. So I really appreciate everybody coming through. We have channel members. I actually have 5 channel members. I'm trying to get to that magic 8 number so they can start showing up on my homepage. But it's not necessary that you become a member, just so y'all know that. I would just like it to get to that number so that these people that are truly supporting my channel in a financial way can get some more recognition, even though I try to share them out and do many, many different things to try to help their channels along the way. So Gail with Simply Gail, Gail Southern Living, and Broken Hearts Ministry. She was actually the very first member of my channel. Lucretia TV, followed by Ariel Viking Venturer and Victuals, and Tarsha with Triple Threat Firearms and Defense, and McKay 235. Welcome in, Wilma, to you. Let me get your name down. And Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. And Marketplace Boutique, welcome in. I know I'm looking down an awful lot, y'all. I am writing your names on my list because I want to make sure I go by and check out channels throughout the week. Y'all can't even see my writing there. But I go by and try to check out as many channels as possible throughout the week. I may or may not be able to leave comments, but I try to leave comments when I can. Right now, I'm in the middle of 3 of these challenges in my house, so I'm able to sit down when I'm decluttering, going through boxes and stuff, and actually watch a video while I'm doing that. So that helps me out a little bit. I'm getting caught up with everybody's channels, and I love to check out y'all's channels. We are here to connect and grow. So y'all can drop the word Hillbilly at any time, and your link should pop up. Well, good for you, Wilma. She says, I've cleaned out so much, took out 3 bags of donations and about 20 bags of garbage. Getting proud of myself. Pat yourself on the back, because that is a big, big accomplishment. We've actually made 3 trips to thrift stores for donations. I'm trying to be careful what I'm bringing back into the house when I go to the thrift stores, because we don't have very much space in this house. We actually have 2 storage containers outside that are packed. We've got to go through them as well. Hey, Rita's Roost, welcome in. Rita does a lot of cooking on her channel. She does a lot of lives, and she quilts. So we really love to watch Miss Rita, and I love to get around to her as much as I can, because she is so much like me in many ways, and I really enjoy her chats and stuff. Y'all excuse me, I've got to blow my nose, so I'm going to go off the screen for just a moment. Let's see. Hit the right button. You can hear me blowing though, can't you? There I am. So anyway, I don't like blowing my nose on camera. Hey, Papa Smurf Ron, welcome in. Hey, the Bud Files. That's probably Miss Sue. Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all are just all coming in this morning. I'm super excited to see everybody. It is a cold, cold morning. We did have snow flurries here in West Tennessee yesterday. I went out early in the morning and it felt like little ice crystals hitting, so I didn't know if it was sleet or freezing rain that we were getting. And then later on, when I went to put them up, I actually saw some flakes falling. And no, they weren't family members, but it was snowflakes. But it was cold. It was blustery, windy, cold. And I mean, it was cutting through. I've got a big, oversized jean jacket that is lined with a quilt inside that's my husband's. And I put that thing on. It's huge on me, but it keeps me warm while I'm out there trying to deal with my chickens. I didn't even change their water out yesterday. I was a bad girl. So today it's warming up. The sun's shining. I'm going to get out there this afternoon and make sure that they have fresh water and they all get feed for the evening. So I get all that set up before we have to bed them down for the night. So it's always a job when you're having to deal with outside animals in the elements. So it doesn't matter if it's rain, sleet, snow, ice, we still have to go out there and take care of them. And Marketplace Boutique says, all I see is white outside. And Wilma says it's 65, sunny and 65 in her part of Florida, but still a little chilly. Yeah, it could get chilly at 65. It just depends on where the wind is coming from. And we've got that Arctic blast hitting the United States hard right now. Alfonso Cimental lives in Colorado, and they're under a blizzard warning or blizzard conditions. So it's bad. And we may or may not get it in West Tennessee. It's kind of a hit and miss thing with us. Tennessee for years, West Tennessee anyway, was known for ice storms. And you would actually see the trees just weighted down with ice. It's actually very pretty to look at, but it's also very dangerous. And so most people in the South do not drive on the snow. These dummies down here will put their salt mix down on the road before it snows. So all that does is turn it to ice, and it turns it to black ice. And I've even said this to the road people in our communities. When I lived down in Memphis, I said, because I lived in upstate New York for 14 years, I drove on the stuff. I knew what they were doing, and I understood that. But they're stupid down here. I mean, they're just dumb to put that down prior to it coming in. Yeah. Wilma says, I used to live in Virginia, and they have ice there now. Yeah, it's going to be a bad winter. I knew it was. I had a feeling, last year, we had a very mild winter last year. This year, I think we're going to get hit, and we're getting hit now. It's almost the middle of January. Can y'all believe that? We're actually 10 days into January. And so this month seems to be flying by, but it's because I'm busy. I'm not sitting down, not doing anything. So I'm keeping myself busy. And y'all, in 2022, I had that dreaded Cavovo pneumonia that had me in the hospital. I had just started my channel. I was out for probably 6 weeks. I can't remember exactly how long I was actually off of YouTube. And I was having healthcare providers come into my home daily to take care of me. And they were doing lung exercises with me, trying to rebuild my strength up, all kinds of things going on. And it took me a while to really get over that. And all through the rest of 2022 and most of 2023, I was still getting my strength back. But today I can tell you that I feel better than I have felt in years. And it's not just because of me getting over that, but it's the lifestyle changes that I have made in our diet. And I am active and moving around more. So I'm very, very thankful that I'm able to do what I'm able to do, because I live with pain every day. I've got 4 bulging discs, 2 of them are herniated, and I got a synovial cyst in between those sitting on a nerve bundle. And so I am in pain every day. Trust me when I tell you that. It is not something you want to go through. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts, welcome in. So glad that you're here. And if I didn't get to your channel last week, I'm going to be able to do it this week. Hey, Jamie. Jamie's Country Living is in the house. Thank you for watching those ads, Jamie. I know they're annoying, but, that's how we make our little bit of pocket change. So I've actually talked about quite a bit of stuff. Now, I don't like to talk about all the health issues and everything, but occasionally I want y'all to know that, I do live with those. Coca Bean, she's got to be mouthy every video, y'all. Every single time she is mouthy. Go outside. She's barking at the back door, y'all. There's nobody out there. There's nobody in my driveway, but she's going crazy. She's a Miss Personality around here, let me tell you. Anyway, I have health issues. I have autoimmune issues. I am a diabetic. So I try my best to take care of my health. And I'm going to talk about that. I have actually pulled out my Amish wisdom book. I'm actually going to do a video on this on another day, but I pulled it out because I wanted to read to you my passage from January the 6th, which was just a few days ago. And yeah, you have cats. Well, we lock our cat up. He gets locked into the bedroom so the dogs can run in and out. I have a little doggy door where they can run in and out. So anyway, I'm going to read this. This is also going to include the devotional part of my live, so y'all will get both of that at the same time. But today, this is on January the 6th. Today, I found my passion again. Y'all, when you go through this brain trauma survival mode thing, you lose a lot of things that you forget that you've lost. I lost my passion. I couldn't function mentally, physically. I was not able to do the daily day-to-day routines that I would normally do as a housewife, or just as a person in particular. I could get through the laundry and cooking, and that was probably the extent of what was getting done in my house. And so I lost my passion. And I'm going to explain that in this. I just want y'all to know what this is all about. I was listening to the testimony of a Messianic Jewish rabbi on Instagram. He said he was taught all his life that Jesus was not Jewish nor anything to do with Jews. He kept having people tell him, you should go to Israel. And he lives in New York City, by the way, or he did. He was not a practicing Jew, even though his mother was Orthodox Jew. He was engaged to be married, and he wanted their honeymoon on an island where he could get high and get high with his bride. But Israel kept blaring in his ears. People were walking up to him and saying, you really need to go to Israel. So she said, he told his bride all about it. And she said, well, let's go to Israel. So she agreed to go. And they did. In Israel, he had a vision of Jesus. He said he was so bright with light that he had to shield his eyes. Then he came at him and held him with his claws. He said he loved me. So all he heard was that Jesus loved him. Both the rabbi and his wife were saved in Israel. This Messianic Jewish rabbi said simply, Jesus was born a Jew. Jesus was raised a Jew. He was raised by Jewish parents. He was a Jewish man. He died a Jew. Jesus was buried a Jew. Jesus rose again as a Jew. And he's coming again as a Jew. This rabbi shared his powerful vision of Jesus that happened when he was a young man. He was instantly changed and saved and never looked back to his old life. There was more to what he had said, but the thing of it is him and his wife, I imagine his wife also saw the vision at the same time, or he told her about it shortly after, but they were both immediately saved. Hey, Gail, Southern Living. Welcome in, Miss Gail. Got your name on my list. As I was thinking on all these things, this Messianic Jewish man said, God was speaking to me. I mean, he was really speaking to me about what happened to this man. But God spoke to me audibly, and he said, the language of love is in a home-cooked meal. Now, that's a very simple phrase, but I thought that was really, really... That's okay, Gail, no problem. Hey, Mona did what? Welcome in. It finally dawned on me that my simple daily tasks were done with love for my family. So y'all know that I have gone through almost 2 years of not being able to function properly. I mean, I could do things, but I couldn't focus very long on anything to accomplish what I needed to accomplish. You know, we've all been fed the lies by the food manufacturers for mass food production to feed the hungry. And we're all willing, worldwide people, to eat what they put out. Hey, Sam Coker, welcome in. I'm talking about the fast food has replaced moms and dads in the kitchen cooking up real food for family meals. We've been fed and programmed to accept the fake foods, unhealthy sugars, artificial flavors, artificial colors, genetically modified everything. Now even lab-grown foods are hitting our grocery store shelves, and it's making us sick. It's causing all sorts of health problems, autoimmune issues, cancer, and even early death. Hey, Scratch and Pete, welcome in. I got Sam. I'm making sure I'm keeping up with the chat. So it dawned on me that cooking is indeed the language of love. Because moms and dads all want the best for their children. They want to feed their family only good, wholesome, organic, healthy meals. Now, this is true parents, not all parents. So baking a loaf of bread, getting up early to cook breakfast and fill lunch bags is a love in action. Love is an action verb. It means a deep caring for someone other than self. Today, I found my passion again for life. 2 simple things that I know for sure. Jesus is the Messiah, and the language of love that I can share with my family and others. and I can do it one meal at a time. Of course, making meals is only a small part of the love thing. The heart of love is only found in my relationship with Jesus, which I already knew that. It's a step in the right direction. I feel such burdens being lifted off my shoulders. My mind has cleared, and all that. My mind has cleared of all that survival mode junk that's held me down, and I've carried it for years, y'all. That survival mode I've carried most of my life. Probably started in my childhood. I am healthier than I have been in years. Hey, Blackberry Rock Homestead, that's Miss Luann. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, y'all. This journey was not over yet. I still have days that I deal with depression, self-pity, parties, and other life issues. But I can show love towards anyone who graces the doors of our home. I'm so thankful for that. Hey, bartending, home bartending with John. Welcome in. I'm so glad to see you here. And if I missed anybody in chat, I do apologize. I try to keep up with everybody. So I can smile again, and I can show love towards anyone who graces the doors of my home. Jesus said, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger. He that believeth on me shall never thirst. John 6:35, and that's out of the King James Version, y'all. May I always hunger and thirst for more Jesus, the source of my love. And in Joel chapter 2, verses 22 through 26, this kind of is a summary of what I'm talking about. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring, for the tree beareth her fruit. The fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. Be glad then, children of Zion, and rejoice in the Lord your God. For he hath given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain in the first month. And the floors shall be full of wheat, and the vats shall overflow with wine and oil. And I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmworm, my great army which I sent among you. And you shall eat plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, that dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. And that's the end of that. So God is my portion and my strength. He is my provider. He provides everything for us, but he lets us know in this passage that we will never hunger or thirst, that we can trust him in all matters. And so I thought that was a fitting end to that entry into my journal. I really and truly love my Lord Jesus. And if you don't know him today, I hope today is the day that you will come to know him. I share these stories with you with a lot of prayer behind them, because this is my life. This is the real me. And I want you to get to know him like I do. So I included the devotional in that just to kind of bring it all together. And I thought, well, that's a fitting way to end that entry, to give God the glory for everything that he is doing, everything he has done, and everything he will do. God provides for us, and all we have to do is look to his word and talk to him. He wants to be in that intimate relationship with you that you have that one-on-one conversation going on constantly. So I wanted to leave you with that. I did pull out my seed, some of my seeds, not all of my seeds. I've got seeds in the freezer that I still have to organize. But last year, I started going through my seeds. I'm going to pull up this first package. And I use these bubble wrap containers. They're great for storing in your freezer. I live in the South. We have a lot of humidity. And if I store them in the freezer, a lot of times the seeds do better when they have been in the freezer or refrigerator. So this bag is marked 45 to 75 days to harvest seed. And I've got seed in here that I've collected. And then I've got packages of seed. And what I do is I go through the back of the package. See if I can get it where you can see it. And it tells you on the package how long it takes for it to harvest. It tells you all kinds of information on the back of these packages. And I hit my button by mistake, y'all. Hang on a moment. Hey, Butler Family Farm, welcome in. I got to get me back up on screen. There I am. And so I decided I was going to do that first. And I like to do companion planting. Now, I can't find my binder that I had all my information in. It's probably out in the storage unit and never got brought into the house. We have stuff out there. We've been in this house for 12 years that I haven't seen since we moved here. So it's probably out there. And then I ordered this, or someone ordered this for me. I don't remember ordering it, but this is a terrific purchase off of Amazon. It's Survival Garden Seeds, and it's got 50 heirloom seed packets in it. And I thought, wow. So this is really, really a great purchase. I don't even know how much this thing cost, but I thought I would share that with y'all. And I've got to go through it as well and divide these seeds out by the length of time that it takes. And, I mean, it's got a little bit of everything in here. There's turnips. There's watermelon. There's daisies. I mean, it's got everything that you need to have a garden. And there may be some seeds in here that you won't use. Well, you can gift them to other people that might use them. So that was another thing that I've got to go through. This one is another envelope. I labeled it 80 to 100 days to harvest seeds. And this package, now I started writing things on the labels if it doesn't have the information on the back. So I actually labeled this one. It takes 75 to 80 days to harvest these tomato green doctors, which are heirloom seed. Yeah, lavender is one of the hardest things that I found to grow. I have yet to find the right soil for it. It's very temperamental, and I would think it would be easy to grow, but it was not. And so I've got my oregano in here, and I've got all kinds of seeds that I've already sorted in this bag. And then I labeled this one 110 to 150 days to harvest seed. So this would take the longest for me to harvest. There's actually not a lot in this package yet. And I got some leeks in here. I don't know if they're even viable. I've had them for a while. And some rosemary seed. And then I've got some pumpkin, rosemary, butternut squash, mint, and some more rosemary in there. Mint comes back every year. It's a perennial. It's not an annual, it's a perennial. So once you plant it where you want it to go crazy because it's going to spread. I suggest planting it up against your house because it helps keep the ants from coming in. And mice don't like it, and so many other things. I've got some really old seed here. I don't know if they're any good or not. But these are zinnias from 2014. I've got some seed packages in here that I have not sorted through yet that I need to find a place for them, but most of these are flower seeds. I've got some asparagus. Every year I add some asparagus seeds to my asparagus bed to kind of keep that asparagus going really good. And this is Hyacinthia muscari. So I've got to get that planted somewhere. And most of these are just flowers. So the flowers I plant in between my plants or around my plants or at the end of the rows, that kind of deters some of the bugs and stuff. I've got plant labels, little sticks that I can use for labels. So when I plant something, I know what I'm actually planting. Because, sometimes plants look almost identical, and then you get out there and you I forgot what it was. And this one is to sow in the fall. And these are bluebells, which did not get put in the fall. So I'm going to try again next year to get these in the fall. And this one is 20 to 40 days till harvest. So this little bag was 20 to 40 days to harvest. Yeah, Gail, I did not want to get up this morning. I knew I needed to get up and take a shower and get my day started early so I could be ready for this live. So I've got some nasturtiums. They're really nice flowers to plant in your garden. That's companion planting those. And then I've got radish. So these would be the early plants that I would put out. Sweet basil, or even, fall. Plant them again because they come in so quickly. And this, another sweet basil and another basil. And like I said, I hadn't even gotten to the seeds that I have in the freezer yet to sort them out. I've got a lot of seed, y'all. I've got to get a garden in. And I keep telling my husband this year after year. We've been here 12 years. We've tried for the last several years to get a garden in. I tried when we first moved here. And the area that he had plowed was pure sand and nothing grew in it. And the little dog next door, bless her heart, she's gone to doggy heaven now. But she would go out there and dig up every seed that I planted every single time. Gail, I will, but it has to be during the day and not on the weekend. The evenings and weekends are strictly for my husband. I have to have that time with him because I am without him throughout the day, and most of the week he works. So I set aside that time specifically for him. So if you want to schedule me to come on one of your lives, it has to be during the day, and it has to be Monday through Friday, and not on the day that I'm doing my live. Wednesday is kind of an out day because after I do this, I'm just totally wiped out. And y'all, I am fixing to drop the link. If anybody wants to come up on panel and talk, you're more than welcome to. Okay, great, Gail. I would love to do that. I know we've talked about it a few times, but we never really got together and did anything with that. I dropped the link. Where's my book at? And y'all, the links to all of our channel members are dropping. Nightbot's doing a good job of that. All of my open collaboration playlist links are dropping, and I may have messed up on that freezer clean out one because it looks awful long. It looks like it's on there twice. So I was trying to do it in a rush, and I wasn't doing a very good job this morning. So I have hashtag freezer clean out 2024, hashtag declutter challenge 24, and hashtag cleaning hacks 24. They will all end on December the 30th, 2024. And I will do a summary video on each of those around January the 2nd of 2025. I may or may not do any giveaways. I have not decided that yet. But if you decide to join this, please use the hashtag and the at my channel name in the title and description box, and use the playlist also in your description box. This helps me find your videos, and it helps your viewers to find the playlist. And I'm really excited that my Alabama Life, Miss Kathleen, jumped on board and put out a video for one of the challenges this morning. I think it was the declutter challenge. So get those videos rolling and give me a little time to get them plugged into the playlist. If you notice that I missed you, email me, let me know. Email me with the actual link so that I can go ahead and get it plugged in, because I have to go through the incognito screen to even plug it into the playlist on my Chromebook, which is silly, but that's the way it is. And it took me forever to figure out how to do that. I still want to change my banner out on my channel. When I did my banner up, it did not come up large enough to fill the whole banner. And so I would like for somebody to reach out to me and help me with that because I am really not apt at this anymore. Years ago, I could do all of this stuff and it was nothing, but now they've changed everything up and I feel silly and stupid sometimes and cannot figure it out for myself. Let's make the most of 2024, y'all. I want to tell you that 2022 and 2023 are kind of like a blurb on the radar for me because I was going through so much. So I want to make 2024 very, very active for myself personally. And I want to be able to utilize every day to accomplish something in my household, something out in the community, something in my church, whatever it is, something on YouTube. I want to make every day count. One of the changes I am making to my channel is I will not be doing the premieres as often. They're just not drawing the watch hours that I need. And I'm getting as much watch hours from my regular videos as I am from my premiere. So I have decided that I'm going to drop that. I may later on do a second live during the week. I have not decided to do that because it's really hard for me to sit still for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I get stove up and then it's hard for me to get up and get moving again. So I'm kind of up in the air about this, but I'm thinking I might have to go to 2 lives per week to kind of boost those watch hours. Over the holidays, when I go off and I don't put out any videos, I did lose some watch time. Yeah, thank you, Kevin, for that. He said premieres take a long time to grow, but they're solid after a few months. And I've been doing this one, I think, over a year now. I can't remember exactly when I started doing lives. When I first started, I would get maybe up to 50 people watching. And then it slowly started dwindling down because everybody's busy. And, I'm having it in the middle of the morning when everybody is busy. And if I do it in the afternoon, I'm too tired. So I'm trying to pick a time frame that works for me and maybe works for other people as well. So I appreciate any time that anybody comes to any of my lives. I truly, truly appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's watching the videos. And if y'all have any hints or comments, constructive criticism, I'm open to all of that. I do not have I don't have hard feelings towards anybody when they come to me with constructive criticism. Now, if you're just going to come at me and hammer me over something, then I'm going to have an attitude. I try to raid our own channels from our own community. And I hope that they're doing the same thing for me. I feel bad because so many people that were with me at the beginning have moved on, and I don't see them anymore. And I, occasionally try to reach out, and, some will come back and visit for a while and then they leave again. It makes it tough because we're dependent on that community so much. And I really want to grow organically as much as possible as well as continuing to grow in the community. And I have really fallen off the last 6 months or so because I just could not keep up. I literally could not keep up with everybody that was coming through the live and the premiere. At first I was going and I was doing everybody, watch time for everybody. And then I slowly realized I can't do this. We cut our internet service off at night. I'm not going to run my computer all night and, just have videos rolling. My computer needs a break. My internet needs a break, and I need a break. I did not start this to be a full-time job. I wanted to do this for fun and maybe make a little bit of income on the side. And it overwhelmed me very, very quick. So the first thing I'm going to tell anybody out there is if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, pull back, reassess the situation, and make changes as you need to make those changes. Because I'm a creature of habit. If I do something, I want to continue to do that. And I've had to pull back on the news, and I've had to pull back on some other areas and say, I can't do this anymore. So now I'm trying to expand into other areas, and I'm actually feeling more comfortable now than I have in a long time with the last few lives that I've done because they're impromptu. Yeah, I pull some things together, but they're not always what I would, put out there. Jamie says, I made the mistake of deleting videos that did not fit my channel from 4 years ago. I lost almost 100 watch hours. Don't delete, just put them as private. Absolutely. You have to put them as private. I am about a week out on my videos now, which is a comfort zone for me because I had been through the hospital experience on YouTube and did not have any content to put out. I want that buffer there. If you don't want to put them out, put them in private. And then when you want to take a vacation or something, you have something you can just drop. You don't have to worry about it. So those are some of the tips that I have come up with. But if anybody has any ideas of how to get my banner looking better on my homepage, I would appreciate the help. I've got Alfonso sitting in the basement. I'm going to bring him up.
Hello, can you hear me?
You're awful loud.
I'm too loud?
Yeah, you're very loud and you got a lot of reverb.
Okay, how about now? Can you still hear me or is it too loud?
It's still loud.
Okay. How about now? Check.
That's a little better. That's better?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about my guitar? Is it?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So how have you been?
I'm doing good. We got through that windy, blustery day yesterday, and I understand that you're having blizzard-like conditions now.
Yep. Yep. And I got some legal circumstances I'm dealing with family in Texas.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah.
Anybody has a prayer request, you can drop them while Alfonso's playing. They're
So you
always...
talked about a banner for a channel. How is like a banner for your?
Yeah, I'm talking about the banner on my channel. Because whatever I'm doing, I can't get it large enough to fit the whole banner.
Okay, I could design that. I could become a professional designer. I could do it because there's guidelines, specific resolution you have to go by.
Okay.
So,
We'll see what we can come up with. I want to use the pictures and stuff I've got there.
Yeah, send me all that we have, and I could put them all together.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah.
So what are you going to play for us today?
I'm gonna play you a polka that's been used out in the rural areas. It's called Elena polka.
Okay. Love that. Oh, tapping music.
Yeah, my harmonica are getting stuck.
Yeah, your guitar is just a little bit loud.
My guitar, okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, my harmonicas are getting stuck. Like the reeds, the notes.
Yeah.
Yes, that good when the harmonica gets stuck while in the middle of playing.
Yep. Y'all, if you want to, you can drop your links by typing in the word Hillbilly, because we do have some new folks in the house. You can always connect and grow on my channel. I encourage it. Anybody that doesn't know Alfonso, he is legally blind, but he plays music by ear. He's very, very talented, and you need to go check out his channel. He loves model trains. He's recently got into puppetry, and he is just one cool dude.
Next one I'm gonna play is Jesus Wants Me for a Sunbeam. You still have my guitar?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Because I don't hear the pickups.
Awesome.
Jesus wants me for sunbeam.
That's beautiful. I love it. You're so talented. How many instruments do you play again?
I played the banjo, guitar, harmonica, piano, the ukulele, got the mandolin. Actually, my mandolin is broken now. It's cracking.
Oh boy, you need a new mandolin, don't you?
Yeah, the one I have is like over 100-year-old Neapolitan. It was
Yeah,
given to me last.
you need to hang that on the wall somewhere and get you a new one.
Yeah, that was given to me by a coworker. Unfortunately, he's no longer at my store. He got a job at the farm.
Yep.
He got a better job working at the farm. So he left our store.
Oh goodness.
Next one, I'm gonna play a Spanish church song. I know I just uploaded it the other day. Called Bautízame, Señor, me baptize me, Lord.
Bautízame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Bautízame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Bautízame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Bautízame, bautízame, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor, déjame sentir, Señor. Lávame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Lávame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Lávame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Lávame, lávame, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor. Renuévame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Renuévame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Renuévame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Renuévame, renuévame, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor. Sáname, Señor, con tu espíritu. Sáname, Señor, con tu espíritu. Sáname, Señor, con tu espíritu. Sáname, sáname, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor. Déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Déjame sentir, Señor.
Thank you so much, Alfonso. Welcome in, Carlene Vesture. So glad that you're here. We've got Alfonso up here playing. I'm fixing to drop the link again in case anybody else wants to come up on panel. While he's setting up his equipment.
Let's see.
Hey, AR Patriot Nation, welcome in. I think that is Elliot, if I'm getting the name right. Appreciate y'all dropping in. No, you're not late. You're on time.
Next one I'm gonna play is Dame un nuevo corazón. Give me a new heart.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was got some new people coming in. I got Carlene Vassar, Elliot, AR Patriot Nation. Um, they had a tornado hit down in Florida somewhere yesterday. It was a lot of damage down there, I saw. Um, so I'm praying for that community. Elliot, we have a bunch of challenges going on that will be going on year round, so you might want to get on board with one of those. Uh, what are the names of my challenges? I've got a list here. We've got the Freezer Clean Out 24, we got Declutter Challenge 24, and we got Cleaning Hacks 24. And you know what would be neat is somebody showing how to clean a motor, clean tires, a number of things. I know you've worked with those cars and stuff, so that would be great. And they're open collaborations, so anybody can get involved that has a channel. And I would love to have everybody involved, because the more of us that get involved, the more active those collaborations become and more people come watch our channels. So that's the whole idea of doing this for a year long. So y'all try to get involved wherever you can. Hey Rudy, welcome in.
Next one I'm going to play is In the Garden.
One of my favorites. Beautiful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for playing.
You're welcome.
I think I'm actually going to drop off here because I'm not feeling so good all of a sudden. I think the sinus thing, this cold air, is starting to get to me. So, y'all, I really do appreciate everybody being here. We are going to pray, and then Alfonso is going to play us out We're going to pray for Alfonso because he's got some legal issues going on, but he's in blizzard conditions right now. We're going to pray for Wilma's friend's husband that passed away, and we truly, truly love you, Miss Wilma, and we'll be thinking about you as well. It's hard to lose. It's hard to lose a friend. Hillbilly got white shoes. No, I don't have white shoes, but I do have a white shirt on. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you today for this live. We thank you for the time with friends that we get to spend together. We thank you for everything that you are doing for us throughout the day, the week, and the year. We thank you for the year 2024. Father, be with Alfonso and his family as they go through these blizzard-like conditions, and also be with him as he goes through these legal issues with family members. We know that you will work out all things for his benefit. Father, we thank you for Wilma and for her friend that passed away, Lord, and we just ask you to wrap your arms around her husband, Father, and comfort him and give him peace that surpasses all understanding, Father. We thank you for loving us through Jesus. Thank you for the grace and the mercy. Thank you for all things that you give us, Father. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. We're going to go ahead and close out with I'll Fly Away.
All right. Toe tapper.